H11-ABS. 12 o'clock labs. You ought to sponsor us. This is a how-to on the Speedo DRD. Go get yourself one with your 13-tooth sprocket. Okay, first thing, you better have your seat off, because you're going to need to route it under the seat. You also need your side cover off, and these are pretty easy to get off. This guy connects underneath your, you have a little cover under here where your brake light connects. I don't know if they must be getting power from there. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. It's very easy. I was intimidated by this this part of the puzzle, and after doing it, I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it actually is. And I mean, it had me worried. So first, start with pushing these little push pins. You release those by pushing them in. So I believe that's as much as they go. It's very, let me see if I can, this is just awkward to do. But those push, there, those push up just like that. I heard that one actually engage. And then you got two Phillips screws back here. And they weren't doing super amount of work. They're doing a little bit of work. And you get those two out and set them here in this hole so I don't lose them. And you kind of just pull and pry at that point. There you go. So those just reset by pushing them out like that. And we'll just set that right here. So I just went like this. Mine was full of sand too. I just cut it back like that. Just, man, you got a lot of sand. Then I was able to expose it. Plugs, they go to the back to the, is that right? Yeah. Yeah. So the yellow plugs go to the tail light section.
I believe
the black go
a diagram in
the black go to the front. I know. I don't need those.
For people that
I don't need those stinking diagrams. So now what we want to do is route it through here as best as we can. I believe I just tried to fish it through this hole here. Just like that. I wish I would have been under there. Let's see if I can get this one. Disconnecting these two this one is a pain in the butt. This might take me a second or two. Oh, easier that time. Okay, that one's out. And then this one. So this one will go here. Like this. Let me get this one disconnected. Or wait, no, it just goes to one. Okay, so that one goes to here. So I'm gonna lock it in. And then this one goes to where it used to plug in. So it's just like a little jumper. Boom. And you're done in the back. Now let me put the back cover back on, which was the two push pad thingies. Wait, I'm upside down. It's these two guys. So slip it in where the screws were first, because it's in the slot here. So you want to slip it into the slot. Then you come up here, line up your push pad guys, get them in their hole there, and then just by a finger, when we're just about done in the back, which was the hardest part on my bike, because I hadn't done it before, but this is easy. This is really easy. Tighten up the 2 Phillips screws underneath the back mud guard. Just finger tighten that one up there. Screw it in. Not too tight, don't strip it out. It's plastic, I believe, that's going into. Okay, so we're done in the back. Now the front, we've actually routed this really nice, actually just almost identical to how I had my bike run. So there's really only one place it can go. And when I start looking at this plug here, I'm thinking well, I know it's the pink and green, and it's this set of wires, pink, green and white and green. So I need to disconnect that. Very simple. There's only one way it can hook up, so we need to connect this to where we just disconnected, and then we need to jump.
Same as the back.
Just same as the back, yeah. And then we need to jump it from where it came from. I'll try to tuck this in a little bit here, maybe. It's really, don't get too aggressive with the wires, because you don't want to pull something loose, and the cover, your cover's gonna cover this.
You're gonna need the key again.
So now we're done. Grab it in a minute. But that's the install, and what a simple install. You gotta just, honestly, you gotta just love that product right there. I was super impressed by it. So side cover on, you don't see anything. Once the seat's on, you can, and it's programmed, you can tuck that in. Honestly, I just left mine up so I know I still have it. And that's it. Put your seat back on after we program it, and so the last step, got to program it. We did the math on the internet. We know reducing the front sprocket gave us 7.1% more torque and less than 7.1% top speed. So we need to adjust our speedometer, negative 7.1%. So we'll show you how to do that. Okay, first we want to do is turn on the power, and we're going to watch the blinking lights here, and we should get a quick red and green flash to see that it was installed properly when we turn the key on. So I'll turn the key on, you keep your eye on that, and we'll see a red and green flash when it turns.
Red and green.
You see it?
I saw it.
Okay, so we know it works correctly. It's installed. Okay, programming this thing. I got my notes from last time. You turn the power on. You probably saw your startup lights go. We're gonna hold the white button down for 5 red blinks, or 5 red blinks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. Okay, now we're going to hold the button down again. So we're flashing, we're in mode. We're going to hold it down because we want to do a negative 7.1%. So we're going to hold this down till we get a red light, and then let go. Green, red. Okay, red light, and then we're going to hold it for 10, which equals 0, because it's 0.07.1%. So we're going to, 10 represents 0, so we're going to hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let it flash. Okay, it's flashing again. We can go to our 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%. Let it flash. And now 0.1. That showed us that it's locked in and we should be ready to go. I'm going to turn it off. She's programmed. We're going to put the seat back on. All complete now.